Wow, I think this works better than my camera. Anyhow, sadly enough, right? I'm doing this off my phone, actually. All right. So, hey, YouTubers, it's me, Tina. I'm, like, talking away. I actually just wanted to come to you guys with an organizational video on how I pretty much organize my receipts. So, to start off, I just wanted to let you know that this isn't my original idea. I actually took it off some woman who organizes her coupons in a similar way. And I will definitely link her name below once I find who she is, because she actually, it's like such a big deal that I found this, because of the fact that it's like helped my life so much more, I don't know, to just become so much more organized, and it totally solved a lot of my paper issues that I've been having. So for right now, what I did was I took a regular shoebox, right? And it could be like a shoebox. It could be like, this is actually like a photo box that I got from the Christmas tree store. It's probably like $2.99, maybe even $1.99. I'm not even too sure. But what I did was, I, just like the woman who, I actually watched the video a long time ago, so I don't know if like what's hers and what's mine. But I took the longest envelopes that they make, right? That are being made, obviously, and so I took an envelope opener and I kind of went through all of them and I opened them. But I started out, because I didn't know how many I needed, right? So I started out with, I don't know if I could zoom in on this thing. Can I? Oh, I can't. Anyhow, so let's start from the back. So I did January through February, January through December, and what was I going to say? So I did January through December. I split them all, so that's like 12 envelopes that you need, right, to start off with. And what I did was I took this, there's like a Post-it that Post-its make, actually. And so it has this little tab, and it has the lines, and it comes in a 2-pack with the blue and the green, as you could see here, right? So what I did was, I don't know, I just started taking the green, I guess, and I started kind of putting it in the left-hand corner of the envelope, and so I put it all the way to the edge of it, where the edge of the Post-it meets the edge of the envelope, obviously. And what was I going to say? And then I just taped the side so it kind of doesn't move. And also what I did was, see these like little ears that kind of come up? Sometimes that happens with the envelopes, so that just needs to be taped. So you might just have to do a little bit more taping than you kind of, I don't know, than you kind of think you would. But it's okay, because everything kind of, it stays for a long time. And everything's intact. So basically, that's what I did with that. And then also for the labels, I used a label maker, and I love the label. I love my label maker. Like, it's so amazing. Actually, let me just see if I could find it for you. No, it's downstairs. Sorry. But what was I going to say? So I took my label maker. I put the smallest font that it could make, right? And then I went, like I said, January through December. And then I just pasted it on that. I mean, it's kind of coming off a little bit, but it's okay. And then I just kind of went through all the months, like I said. And then this would be like basically like last year's receipts. Like, I'm talking about like 2011 receipts are in here, right? Except for like the months that have passed, those would be like 2012, right? So, and I'll show you how like the process goes once I explain all this. But basically, so what I did was I took another envelope and I took the blue just to kind of give it a little variety, and I overlapped like all of the Post-its, so that it could kind of just make, it could be the same height, but it could make a divider, so it could be like a little different, right? So then that's what I divide with that, and then I just kind of made like a little slot for business cards. Like, that's where I would put like business cards, like right there. Let me fix these as I go. But basically, I would just put like business cards in here, and then I would have like a miscellaneous. Oh my god, like all these are kind of peeling off. I gotta kind of like, I don't know, adhese them on better. But basically, there's like then I have like a little thing for miscellaneous, which I put in the blue, I guess, just because it has nothing to do with anything. So that's like, that's cool. And I actually like these dividers because, like, they're dividers, but also they're like pockets. So, like, you can make it anything. Like, you know, later down the line, if you need it for anything else, you're good to go with, you know, an already made little pocket folder kind of thing. And then basically the next section, and I'm going backwards because it was just easier to explain. It was easier to explain to you guys, like, how to do it, like, how to start off, really, right? And then what I have is, like, categories that basically all my receipts kind of, like, pertain to. So, one, I have charity, and that's kind of like, it happens, I would like it to happen more often, but it doesn't get used a lot. It's like for when I donate clothes and stuff. So that's what I have, charity, and this is all in ABC order, P.S. Then I have drugstore, which, all my receipts that I buy at the drugstore, that I get from the drugstore. Eats is like coffee and, like, out to dinner kind of thing. Obviously of gas, it's kind of hard to see. Gifts. Retail is like shopping. Self is like other things, like for me, other than shopping. Supermarket, that's like shopping for food, obviously. And then travel would be like if you go on trips, like what you would spend on the trips, or like not only that, but I have like here in New York, it'd be like, the metro, or like the MTA trail line, railroad line, excuse me. Let's see. So then I have another divider between that, and I don't know why I have a duplicate, but I guess because I was like, oh, let's just make another just in case I would need it in the future. Then from like these are kind of like to go, right? Just in case I need to grab and go. So then I have gift cards, perks. Don't ask me what the perks would be, because I guess those things that you kind of find questionable, like, oh, like they're having offers or whatever, I don't know. Coupons. That's like the start of my couponing. I don't know how long it'll take me to do it or whatever, if I'll even get into it, but we'll see. I'd love to, though. And then to return receipts, like, the receipts that you're just kind of, I don't know, it takes you so long to find because you're like, oh my God, where did I put that receipt? I wanted to return this stuff that I didn't really like or whatever, So that's where you'd put to stuff, to return receipts. And then completed returns would be like after. These aren't so much in ABC order. These are kind of more in like, what's more mandatory to like, grab and go. But that's kind of like what I did with that. Completed returns you may not need so much just because of the fact that it's just kind of, I don't know, it's not necessary to hold on to, but I don't know, I just kind of don't know what to do with them anyway, if they're like important or not, so I kind of just hold on to it. But like I said, as long as I have a spot, like, I don't really care. And then what I do is, so we're in the month of May, right? So, oh, this is probably where I wanted the splitter. Hold on, let me just do that. Divider. This is really hard doing it with one hand. That's probably why I wanted the divider. Okay, so it makes sense. All right, so then we're in the month of May, right? So this basically, you grab from the back, like whatever month it is. So for May, I grab May, and in the May folder is my 2011 receipts. So what you do is, this basically all pertains to the month of May. Whatever you want it to pertain, like whatever you want, like up to here, I guess, right? Business cards, miscellaneous, doesn't really have to go in May. But basically the categories that you want to go in May, you collect them and you put them in their separate slots for the whole month of May, right? And at the end of May, when it turns into June, it takes literally like not even 15 minutes, like not even 10 minutes to like gather up all of these receipts, right? Put them in one pile. And actually, before I put them in one pile, I label the top receipt from every category as like what it is, So like I would label, let me just see. I would label the top receipt of like charity, May 2012, So then basically what you would do is, so let's say it's June, right? You take this out, which is labeled May 2011, right? And, what was I going to say? So you take that, May 2011, so you take this whole pile, which is like already kind of paper clipped together. You take it out, and you insert all of what you collected from these categories into here as May 2012. And like you would do here, May 2011, you would put May 2012, right? And then you would stick it in here, and then you would put it back into, obviously, after April but before June, right? So then you would stick it here, you would grab the June one. And then the June one would, like, this one would contain the would contain the June 2011, and then you would kind of obviously rack up your June 2012 receipts. So it's such an easy method, and it's just like it's just so fucking cool. Like, that's all I have to say, because of the fact that I don't have the neat receipts. I would love to own that one day, where you would kind of just scan your receipts into like the computer, obviously, because that would be so much easier just to kind of do it, and it takes all the information. You don't have to keep papers around. But this is like so fabulous, even for keeping papers around, because it's like intact. It's like all like in one compact area, and honestly, if you need something, you could find it. And not only that, but like it's just really so helpful. So like that's pretty much, I don't know if that whole video made any sense, but I will show you. I'll definitely, like I said, link the person's video down below, and hopefully like that'll help you with either your couponing or retail or your receipts. Excuse me, I'm like so I'm so crazy. I shouldn't be doing like what's it called? I should be doing these things at night, these videos. But and I'm sorry about I'm behind the video. It's because of the fact that I'm just like totally in my pajamas and totally not caring about what I look like today. So I'm just kind of like, whatever, let's just bring you, you know, a video anyway. So this is how I do this is how I really kind of organize my receipts, because it's just so cool. I've been doing it for months now, and it's just fabulous. Like, it doesn't get bulky, it doesn't get to be too much. It kind of just like, I don't know, it kind of just stays in order, so that's fabulous. And like I said, it doesn't take more than like 10 minutes to just, to kind of like, just, purge out, you know, like the old receipts, and then have the new ones kind of be in there. But also, what I was going to say, the whole project itself, I have to say, was a little time consuming, because I'm kind of a perfectionist. So I'm like, you know, everything has to be like to the edge, and like it can't be crooked, and like the labels have to be perfectly on. So it's like, I'm kind of crazy, but like, so basically it took me, and to obviously come up with like the categories, which I could also list below, was kind of like a little crazy too, because I had to go through all my receipts. I had to like pile them into like months, and then the categories, and then which receipts I didn't need and which receipts I did. Like, it was just kind of like all a crazy, so it does take, it's kind of, I want to say maybe it took me up to like 3 hours, you know? But honestly, 3 hours, like, those 3 hours help me so much, like, in my future, that I don't even have to even look at a pile of ugly papers, and I don't have to hold on to things that I don't need, and it's just so awesome. So basically, that's really what I have to say about this whole, you know, process, that it's very easy, and I think, I don't know what I was going to add to that, but anyhow, so that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys for today. I think it looks cool. I mean, not the whole box isn't really full. That's what it kind of slides around a little bit, these things, but it's okay. You can see all the labels anyway. And on the sides, I just keep like a pen and like a Post-it, you know, just in case I need to like run to something that has, you know, just in case I'm on the phone, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta write things down or whatever. So yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. That's all I wanted to really share with you today. And I'll be back with another video. Thanks, bye.